Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Alberto Carraro from Team MCS, and today we are going to have a look over the Women of eSailing event. Today, as if you followed me before, we already have a look about what happened in this kind of event. Is an event done to improve and promote women in sailing and also in eSailing. We are like other events like steering the course, for example, and we will love to bring you today the last event of Women of eSailing. As you probably know, we have a different event, the qualifier for the one that will happen tonight. I do not want to speak a lot about to the previous nights, but I want to focus for tonight. Tonight is the final event. Everyone should be ready for an amazing and entertaining night. I have the opportunity to interview many of the sailors that are going to race tonight, and I hope to have all of them tonight here to race for this Women of eSailing event. I do not want to bother you much about this one, but I want to show you some of the interview I've done, and if you don't mind, I'm going to start with one, and then I'm doing one between each race. Name.
Lucia.
Nickname.
Abby Bro, with the smile face.
Why Abby Bro?
Abby Bro because I did a summer course and they used to call the people Abby Bro, and it's the mix between Habibi, which is love and friend, and Bro because it's like brother, so it's a very friendly name and I like it as a nickname.
Nationality.
Italian.
When did you first start eSailing?
I started eSailing during lockdown.
What's your favorite boat in eSailing and why?
F50 because it's really fast. It's fun. It has something that really amazes me.
And which boat in eSailing you dislike?
Laser because it's really slow.
What would you like to change about the Women of eSailing?
Nothing. I think it's a very great event. So I hope that we do it once again next year to see how many people they might take part into Women of eSailing.
After Women of eSailing, which kind of event would you like to create?
I would like to do many events with females, but also males with the names of females. Like I saw that many servers on Discord they do monthly regattas. I would like to do it also with a server that we did. I would like to do something similar.
Do you have any pre-regatta ritual?
I sometimes listen to music and I like to listen to Eminem because it's one of my favorite singers, rappers.
Which e-sailor do you admire the most?
Male, I really admire Filippo Lanfranchi and Rocco, but I admire all these sailors. And female, Sozi, she really does many things to me. She's a great person.
Which e-sailor do you fear the most?
I think I fear all of the great players that I met in the Nation Cup, but also many new e-sailors. So I'm there to learn from them and to make my mistakes and get better.
What are your point of strength?
The speedboats. I love speedboats. And my weaknesses are slow boats. I need to learn how to, at the start, I still need to improve about it. And also, they always yell at me for the wind because I don't see sometimes when it changes. I need to improve that too.
Thank you so much and break a leg.
Thank you.
So we have all the sailors that are coming in, are started to coming in, are ready for the first race. We have from a huge amount of countries. We have from Poland, we have from Canada, we have from the US, we have from Italy, we have from Switzerland, Japan, France, Denmark, Oman, South Africa. So as you can understand, we have all the time zones. So it's 5 in the morning in Japan, is almost midnight in South Africa, it's mid-afternoon in the American continent. So we have a really big difference between the time zones for each one of them, and we'll hope to see all of them performing really well. So except for the starter, that is this one, we focus on the other one. We focus on, first of all, I want to show you Habibro that we already just saw the interview with. This is the Italian boat, Italian flag, red and black. Going for the other Italian while we are here, and it's Sosi, is this one. Pink boat with Italian flag, no symbols on the sail. Rather than we have another pink boat. This one is the is a Hellehorum from Denmark with a cute panda on the sail. And then we have another one that is not that same kind of pinky, but it's a little bit more purpley, and is Ibti, is from Oman. I wonder which kind of boat is this one. We will hope that after the starting of the race we will have a better information about those. We are trying to have all the sailor in, probably I will say is NF, probably NF Hamster is another one from the US. This is really different from what we normally see during this kind of races. We have other sailors attending those kind of events, so let's hope to see a great night tonight. We continue to see the other boat. We have a Yuzu from Switzerland with this light blue color. And if we go with a dark blue, we have from Poland Antilla Aquila. And we had the opportunity also to race against her during the Nations Cup last year. We have in yellow, we have Trop Barbie from France. Then we have Kanako Miki from Japan, with a number on the sail also that really look similar to the Japanese flag. So I want to give you how you can easily recognize the opponent for tonight. As you can understand, it will be really difficult if you do not know them in advance. And for example, also I want to show you the face of this player. For example, this is Yuzu, Sandra from Switzerland. So you have also the opportunity to relate with the sailor that you will have tonight. For example, this one is Ibti from Oman. So you have also the opportunity to relate with them, and as you can see, they're trying to send a message like, I love sailing. That is amazing from Ibti. Also we have here, we have the bear that I would like to keep a little bit of suspense, because she is a really renowned sailor, so I want you to know her better while we'll see the interview later on. We have some delay, and I'm sorry about that. I'm going to check if we have any news about it, if we are going to start or not. If you can okay. So we are going to have a look on which boat we are using for tonight. Tonight the boat is the J70, for the first race. J70 is the kind of boat that will require really intense looking of the wind shift during the upwind. Rather than on the downwind leg, a bigger puff is more important. If we have a look on the racing area at the moment, we can see these black spots. Okay, we are missing one of the players, so we're trying to wait for her. So as you can see on the end, you can see like black spots coming from the horizon. That kind of information tell us that a left wing shift is over there. But if you recognize the shape of this puff, you can see it's pretty vertical, and is more probable that from this bent line seems a right wing shift is coming in. Also, you can see it from the white arrow you can see on the racing area. And probably will say this, ooh, this one will be interesting. This one will say here the wind is straight over there. And we have the final player coming in, so we are good to go. I want to tell you that if you want more information, if you want to study this kind of boat, the Japanese team had done an amazing job, try to code all the information from Virtual Regatta and try to take out a polar graphic representation of the wind speed, of the boat speed compared on 20 knots of wind speed, and give us also the interpretation of increasing and decreasing of the wind angle. We are having a quick look on our racing area. So we are in a pretty nice windy cliff with some of the windmill over there to generate electric power. And while we are waiting for that, we have an amazing amount of players coming in right now. So we are we have Christina that just joined us. She's from Germany. She also will be pink tonight. So and this one will be an amazing opportunity for her to show her value. We have Galina also, that is amazing. This one is a really good news. We have Juliet. We have that is from Ukraine, just moved back to Europe, as we can understand what was the problem. I hope we can be ready in a moment, and we should be to go in less than a minute. In the meanwhile, we're going to have a look. No, perfect. Ready to go? First for the first race. Amazing. I'm probably going to show you the full screen so you're not missing any details of the race. Over here we have 1 minute 55 seconds actually to the go. If we have a look from the top, we'll see the left hand side will be slightly advantaged, but you have to consider that the advantage you will have on the left wind shift will be coming back really soon. So probably people will going to start around the S and T. This one will be the best position to start, so not everyone will focus on the right hand side, as they will have a lot of dirty wind, but it's still only 15 seconds to the start. So have a look over here on what's happening for the race. 10 seconds to the go. All the people are going on the line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Some penalty already, but all clear, all clear. Nobody have to come back. Habibro is the one with a penalty. Until Akira find the left wing shift just coming up in the moment that the race started, and she's getting the command of the race. She is the only one in an amazing left wing shift going actually to the right hand side of the racing area. If we go to have a look from the top, we have all the people in the front are this group here, this group of 5-6 boats, and then we have people struggling a lot on the left hand side of the racing area. Okay, we can try to have a nice view from the opposite side, I believe. Yep. From here, we see a penalty over there. I believe it's for Trap Barbie in the middle of the racing area. And at the moment we have Juliet in first position and Sozi in second at the moment, with NF Sailor coming in really fast with this right wing shift. We have also Hele Horum in a great position, and Sozi actually coming up from the left hand side. She should probably force it more to the left, as another left wing shift is coming right up. So we will see what's going to happen here. Hele Horum seems to be in the lead with Juliet, and there is a really difficult moment for them. And she's going for a cross and passing behind Juliet, behind NF, and probably also behind Antila Aquila, but we're going to see. NF's answer, Libao for her to cover Hele Horum, with Antila Aquila in the lead. This one will be a really difficult position for the sailor to find herself in. In the meanwhile, penalty to Galina from the bear that is struggling a little bit. And we're going to see from this point of view. We have Juliet coming in really fast with NF's answer, but with a right of way. We're going to zoom in to try to understand all of the crossing. Juliet cannot cross, so she's ducking down behind NF answer and keeping the second position. Amazing job. Then Antila Aquila in third, overlapped with Hele Horum. Hele Horum going higher, but Antila is much faster. Then we have Trap Barbie, we have Habibro with Ibti, overlapped. Kanako, Christina struggling over there with Yuzu. And then we have Sozi in the 11th position, 12 for the bear, 13 for Galina, and last position for Wii. Going to check what's going to happen in the downwind. We have NF Hamster over here in the lead. And with a smart move from Juliet, driving straight away, but Antila do not want to miss the first position, so she's going to attack NF. She's laughing up. She wants to try to find a better position to avoid the problems, and then Hele Horum coming in and cover her, while Antila is going at 14 knots. This will be a great battle for the first position between Juliet and NF Hamster, while Hele Horum and Kanako are struggling behind, and the group is going to be compact as ever. Amazing job from Juliet to try to cover NF Hamster, and as they're going the same speed, is a great cover. Over here is Antila Aquila. She doesn't have the right of way, so she has to go around her opponent, and probably she's going to tuck really soon to avoid this kind of dirty wind that she's having through the beginning of this starting. Go back with some of the graphic design that I've designed before. I will say NF Hamster, and I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe that she's NF Sailor, Anastasia Natsia, that she is Russian but born in the US. So that's why she's coming with the US flag for tonight. On the right hand side, we have from Japan, we have Kanako Miki, and she's trying to catch that right wing shift that is coming right up, but try to recover for all the position that she lost during this first leg of the race. Guys, tell me in the chat that is just below here. You can just type whatever you want, is popping up right here. So if you want to root for one of the player, please feel free to do that. The chat box here is done for you. So at the moment we have Kanako and Antila Aquila that are probably going to be first and second, to be fair, because the right wing shift is going to be massive, and NF over there is going to lose, Juliet is going to lose, This will be really interesting, as the wind shift is pretty strong, and I'm really sorry for Javier that at the moment she will suffer a lot from that. But seems the wind is coming back. The wind is rotating, so as you can see, the racing area is rotating as well. As you can see, the white dotted lines represent actually that one. So we have NF keeping the first position with Until Aquila probably in second, and depend on Kanako over Juliet. Kanako leave the room for Juliet to sneak in. Juliet left up, but Kanako is too fast and she can pass. No penalty for Juliet though, so Kanako is still really close. And Antilla is going for an earlier hoist. And we are going to follow the battle because NF went for a windier area. So as you can see, she's going 11.7, but seems that Until Aquila over there has some trouble, but she's going at 13 knots. So I'm not sure, even NF Hamster at the moment is going 13. So it will be a nice battle between the top two over there. The only place where there is no wind is in the middle, so going over there for Kanako is not a great choice. She's going to lose a few positions over here. She should have fought with the Juliet, but we have the battle between NF Amster on the right hand side and Until Aquila on the left hand side. 14.7 for the Polish, 13.9 for the American, but the Polish is free. I'm going to have a look from Antilla Aquila perspective. She's coming in much faster, 13.5 for her, 13 for the American, and seems that it paid off. Amazing job for the Polish at the moment, getting the first position. Well done to Antilla Aquila to catch the first position. Second position for, see the battle between Juliet and NF Hamster? Seems NF Hamster, Juliet, Yuzu, and Kanako. Then we have in 6th position Christina, 7th, Helehorum, 8th for Habibur, 9th, Sozi, 10th, Barbie, 11, Ipti, 12, The Bear, 13, Galina, Nenova, and in last position we have Vuye. Well done to everyone. The show was really entertaining. So, as we have the opportunity to see the first interview, we're going to have a look on this with Habibro. We're going to have the second interview. Name.
Rosalba.
Nickname.
Sosi.
Nationality.
Italy.
When did you first start eSailing?
3 years ago.
What is your favorite class of boat and why?
J70 because I am good in this boat.
Class. Which class of boat you dislike and why?
Is 49er Nacra are chaotic.
What would you like to change about the event?
Nothing, it's good.
What kind of event would you like us to create?
Match race and team race.
What do you do to get ready for a regatta?
Pre-regatta don't have a routine. But during the regatta, I write down in a piece of paper my results.
Oh, can you show me, please?
Yes, this is the Sailing Nation Cup, and I put a tick when we won and a X when we lose. Okay. In the Human of eSailing, I write my results and finish results. This is the national ranking.
Which e-sailor do you admire the most?
For me, the best is Rocco Guerra.
Which female e-sailor do you admire the most and why?
For me, the best is Lucia, a Bibro, because she improved a lot.
Which female e-sailor do you fear the most?
It's an sailor because she is very best in the game and I have fear to meet her in the race.
What are your strengths?
I am the best in the match race.
And what do you want to improve about your e-sailing?
All except the match race.
Thank you so much for this interview and good luck.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to have a look on the results that we have tonight. Let's have a quick look. We have, as said before, Antila Kill in the first position, NF Sailor in second position, Juliet in third, Yuzu fourth, Kanako in fifth, Christina sixth, seventh, Alejandro, eighth, Abibro, ninth, Sozi, 10, Barbie, Ibti, Sarah Douglas, that is the Bear, Galina Lenova, and Vuye. You have the opportunity to see Sozi. Sorry, let's go here. You had the opportunity to see first Habibro, Lucia from Venice, then you have the opportunity to speak with Sozi, that is Rosalba from Reggio Calabria, and this was the first two amazing interviews that we are doing the whole night. Now we are preparing for the second race, that will be with the Nacra, with the 49er, and I want to describe the 49er for you before the start of the race. So, 49er, what's the difference between 49er and J70? In real life, this is a dinghy, this is 4.9 meters, while J70 is 7 meters. So, as you can see, it's really smaller. This one is only 2 people, 1 helmsman and 1 bowman. Rather than J70, you can have 3 or 4, even 5, it depends on the crew. And this one, in the game, especially now we're going to describe it in the game, both upwind and downwind, windier it is, faster you go. This is really difficult because it means that when you have a wind shift, you need to understand what will be the advantage on the wind path that will be in some area, rather compared with the advantage or the disadvantage of the wind shift. So if you have a right path, and a stronger wind is in the right hand side of the racing area, it's not a big deal, because you go to the right, wait to the wind to rotate, the path to come in, then going to tack and going as fast as you can. The problem is when there is a puff, the right wind shift, so as before, but the puff, the stronger wind will be on the left. That over there, you need to understand what will be the increasing of performance between the two different situations, and the strongest player is the one who finds which is the best of these two. And it's not really easy, because if you go a little bit to the right, or if you do not catch the puff, you're going to risk everything. Second race starts. Let's have a look on the racing area. So from the top, as you can see, the line is absolutely neutral, is exceptionally horizontal. I never see it like that. But at the starting line, we have a right wind shift. So I will expect a lot of people starting. Oh, you cannot see my mouse, so that's sorry. I'm going to solve it right now. You can see it right. All the people are going to start between the T and the race committee, because this one will be the advantage point. And if we go to have a look, we see the darkest spot on the right hand side of the racing area. That will determine that everyone want to start nearby the race committee over here. As you can see, 20 seconds to the start, everyone is already here, and want to stack straight away and try to find the path as early as possible. 10 seconds to the start, and I believe Helle Orum over here, she is in the right position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great start for Helle Orum, as I told you. We have early start for Antila and Kila, and I believe number 14, the Bear over here, while Helle Orum and Christina are in the lead. I believe Christina is going in a better spot over here. 11.4 for Christina, 11.1 for Helle Orum. But as you can see, the right hand side will be the best one, and probably that path over there is going to be predominant. So I will say Kanak over here will go into a slam that. No, is going straight. Is people betting on the racing area, and that is going to be everything. Guys, it's really difficult also for me, from my point of view, that I have all the information as possible, and I do not have the pressure to race to find the right spot. But I believe the extremes are the best, so I believe Juliet is in a great position, Sozin is in an even better position, but Habibro over here is going to tack closer to the lane line probably. As you can see, a stronger wind over there. But also on the right hand side the wind is going to be really intense, so it will be really difficult. I see that Galina Lenova at the moment, she found the right compromise. She's in the middle between those two, and she did a pretty amazing job. I'm really impressed on her race. After that we have Sozi and Habibro, with Hele Orum coming in pretty fast, but I'm not sure she can manage to be in front of the two Italian and absolutely behind Galina Lenova. Let's see what's going to happen. The next tack will be everything. Ooh, and Sozi tried to tack underneath all of them. Habibro tried to tack in front of Galina Lenova and making some trouble for her, so she's sure she can keep the first position. We have a Habibro and a Sozi in the top two position. Earlier hoist for Habibro that is going to make her lose some space. The left wing shift was not helpful. Sozi knows about it and hoist as late as she can, and she get the first position. Behind is a battle between Galina Lenova and Habibro, but Habibro went away to avoid the battle again. Oh, disconnection for Galina Lenova. Really sorry to hear that. And this bring Habibro in third position, just behind Juliet over here. Next jibe will be really important. We'll have we will understand if Christina is going to jibe over Juliet. But she's not. She wanted to go away from the mess, and as you can see, is going really away from all the mess. While Habibro is going to jibe in front of Juliet. A nice battle from Habibro over here, keeping the second position, forcing her hand over the Ukrainian team. And let's see if she can manage to enter in the race. Yeah, she managed to bear away, and the Ukrainian team did not keep clear. She slowed down, not on purpose, and Juliet get a penalty. At the moment we have Sozi in the first position, second position for between Juliet and Habibro, to be fair. Seems Juliet is going much faster at the moment. The left wing shift will be pretty massive. If we have a look from the top, we will see the left wing shift will be really impressive, and Juliet is now going to the right direction. We will see when the tack will happen. At the moment we have Sozi in the lead. We're going to have a look from Sozi. Sozi in the lead, Rosalba with 18 meters. And as you can see on the right hand side, the Habibro is losing her speed because there's no enough wind over there. But the right wing shift is coming in. So this one is going to rotate the whole racing area, as you can see, to her advantage. But she's going to slow down, so this one will be pretty interesting to understand what it will be going to happen. She is still behind Sozi, so the right wing shift was not really helpful, but still she can manage to pass in front of Juliet, and she's doing a double tack to cover her. You see what's happened after the tack. Juliet is underneath. Habibro and Juliet have similar speed. Habibro should close her door. She's bearing away, she's going faster, and she keeps the second position. Amazing job from Habibro over here. Lucia from Venice. And Habibro is not doing the same mistake. No, he's not doing the same mistake, as the conditions are slightly different. She's going 14 knots, and while Juliet is going a little bit slower. But Christina is really slow. She didn't hoist a kite, and Hele Aurum had the opportunity to sneak on her. Habibro make a smart choice to jab away. Sorry, Habibro. And let's see what's going to happen between Christina and Juliet. Christina and Juliet are not really close, but Habibro and Juliet are. Habibro is going to cross the first one, is going to cross the second one. She loses a little bit, but she is now in control over Juliet. Christina is going to the fight with Habibro, probably no, going to cover her just a little bit. And this one will be interesting. The battle is really close between the Italian and the Ukrainian. She is forcing her to go to the other tack, but Christina is coming in really fast. And this is a really bad moment for Habibro. She should have jibed much earlier. And she is going to regret. And Christina is second, third Juliet, fourth Habibro. Then we have Hele Aurum, NF Amster, and Yuzu and Kanako. All together. Then we have Ibti, Ankila Aquila, Barbie the Bear, and Vui, I will say, going much better. She is spot on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you the third video that I've done while we're waiting for the results after race number 2. Name.
Anastasia.
Nickname.
Sailor.
Nationality.
Russian.
When did you first start eSailing?
In 2020, when the pandemic started.
What's your favorite class of boat and why?
My favorite classes are AC75. AC75 is like work of art for me, perfection.
And what about eSailing boats?
RC44, that's my favorite boat in the eSailing.
And which class you do not like in eSailing?
I think Star.
Can I ask you why?
Because it's hard to race when you're going down and when every boat is covering you, and it's very hard to just go far away from the dirty wind and just race as you like.
What would you like to change about the women of eSailing events?
I think nothing. The only thing is to change the engine of VRI. The other stuff are, I think, very good and great.
And which kind of event you want us to create?
I would like to add the RC44 in the event.
So what do you do to get ready for a regatta?
I prepare my food. I don't want to starve when I'm racing.
What kind of food?
Vegetables like carrots, tomatoes, and cucumbers.
Which eSailer do you admire the most?
I think it's Arthur Fairley. He was one of the coaches who taught us ladies on our practice races.
And which eSailer do you fear the most?
I'm not afraid of anyone.
Which female eSailer you admire the most and why?
I like all the ladies who participate with me on the Women of eSailing event.
What are your point of strength in eSailing?
I'm good in strategy and tactics.
And what about weaknesses?
Maybe the wind shifts. I think I'm already the best. I don't need to improve myself.
So thank you for trusting me during also this small inconvenience that we have with the audio. And let's go into check the results. We have Juliet in the lead, Christina and Sailor Sozi, all in 4 points from the lead. After 2 races, we have Aquila, Antila, Yuzu, Habibro, El Horum, Kanako, and as you can see over there, also the points are really close. We will have this card after race 6, so just before the medal. So I'm going to wait over there to see a little bit more in out of the game. So we have Ibti, we have a Barbie, Sarah Douglas, and Vui and Galina Lenova. We have the start of race number 3, so we're going to have a look together. So today we have F50. F50 requires an amazing start. The start have to be spot on. You have to be maximum speed, coming from further behind as you can. As you can see already, people starting too early to my point of view, and it will be really a messy start with 18 people. I will say Kanako at the moment, she is the one in the best condition, but we're going to have a look what's happened. 9 seconds to the start. We're going to have a look from this point of view. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we have a great start. All in. At the moment in the lead we have Christina, Juliet, and Habibro. With Habibro a little bit with some issues. Ooh, penalty for Christina from Juliet. Habibro is running in 4th position. We have Ibti coming in really fast with Barbie from France in a really great speed. We have Juliet at the moment in the lead. As you can see, is a boat that is going really much faster than the wind. We can see wind over 49 knots, and we can see that there is also a lot of penalty in this kind of boat because the racing area is actually not designed to host so many boats. And we will see already that Juliet do not know exactly how to tack, and she's losing a lot, while Habibro at the moment is going really fast. She is much faster, and she is passing Juliet from below. Amazing second part of the race for Habibro, that she is getting the lead. Well done to Lucia. At the moment we have a right wind shift, so she is going to advantage the 2 boats that are on the right hand side. Habibro going really fast, 31 knots for her, 27 for Juliet, but the must for Habibro is to cover Juliet, so she could not make it. As you can see, she is bearing away to cover her. Well done to the Italian. I want to focus on this battle because it will be the battle for the lead. If Lucia can manage to do the mark, she will be in a massive lead while Juliet have to tack. And as you can see, she is going to lose a lot. Well done for Habibro. Ooh, double tack for her. And that's really a lot. Then 3rd position for Trap Barbie, 4th position for Yuzu. Then we have Sozi that she's going to run the other mark. Then we have Antila Aquila, but she's reaching over Kanako, and Kanako hit her. The Bear, amazing start for Sarah Douglas. Ibti, then we have Christina, who was penalized in the start, Hello Galina, and NF Amster, that she is not in a brilliant moment. Going back to the leader, Habibro, that have over 100 meters of advantage, and she is rounding the mark. While there is a battle between Juliet and Trop Barbie, while Habibro, she's going to the left, all the others are going to the right. Let's see if this one was the right choice. I say seems not. Let's see the tack of Habibro before judging it too much. A nice better way to accelerate, and then back on the foil and luff up. But as you can see, the distance with Juliet is pretty minimal. She's going for the cross, and she avoided the penalty, but Barbie didn't. So right now is going to be a right wing shift, and Habibro is going over there to control over Juliet. Not a great fleet handling for Habibro, that is going to leave the position to Juliet probably, because a right wing shift is coming in, and she's going to lose pretty much everything she has earned so far. Let's see if she can sneak in front of Juliet just because she's tacking better than Juliet. That is a technical point of view. Tack for her, and yes, she did. Penalty for Juliet, that should have been kept clear as not overlapped. And Habibro get the first position. Second position for Juliet. Third position for Yuzu. Then we have Barbie, Kanako, and Sozi, but she cannot manage to run the mark in a right nice way. Then we have Christina coming back really fast. I want to focus on the group of this 4 boat, with Yuzu trying to get the inside over Barbie, and she gets the third position. Just behind Juliet. Let's see what's happened with the Kanako and Barbie. Barbie can manage to do it before her, but Yuzu is low down a little bit, while Barbie is going 3 knots faster. Let's see the arrival. There will be a head, and we have probably Barbie, and then Yuzu, then Kanako. We'll have Christina and Suzy coming in really neck with Suzy in the head of Christina. Then we have Antila Ankila, Heleorum Ibti, The Bear, NF Amster, Galina Leonova, and Vui in the end. As you can see, this one was a really chaotic leg. 4 minutes and 38 seconds for all for the first boat to finish. Was an amazing race, guys. Was really amazing. And in the meanwhile, we are waiting for the result, going for the next interview. Name.
Sarah Douglas.
Boat name.
The Bear.
Nationality.
I'm from Canada.
When did you first start eSailing?
Started eSailing at the beginning of the pandemic, so March of 2020.
What's your favorite class of boat and why?
I like sailing the 49er because it has the spinnaker option, and it's fast.
Which class of boat do you dislike and why?
I dislike the Nacra because it's too fast and I feel out of control in it.
What kind of event would you like us to create?
I would like more events and more promotion.
What do you do to get ready for a regatta?
I've always got water ready, snacks, and I'm just ready to compete.
Which e-sailor do you admire the most?
I really like Bart Lambrecht because he is on the Olympic circuit and he's an e-sailor.
And which e-sailor do you fear the most?
No one unless they come to foul me.
What are your points of strength?
I think I have pretty good awareness of the course and the wind that's coming down.
What do you want to improve about your e-sailing?
I'd like to improve my starts. I often get a false start.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
So we had the amazing interview from Sarah Douglas. She won the bronze at the Olympic in Tokyo, and was an amazing chat I had with her. I'm I'm really sorry, it was I edited just the last part. That was only so short. I hope I will have the opportunity to show you all the interview that I've done with her. At the moment, we have the result already updated with Juliet in the lead, 8 points, 13 points for Habibro, Christina and Yuzu at 15, Sosif 16, Kanako 18, and Aquila Antila 19 with NF Sailor, Helehorum 22, Trap Barbie 24, Ibiti 29, Sir Douglas 36, Galina Leonova 41. Next race will be again with the J70, while the player are going to join the race. We have still one missing for the race, and then we can start. But in meanwhile, I will show you the race area. And here we are. J70 going to the racing area over there. Going to from a point view from the top. As you can see, there is a massive left wing shift at the moment. I would say around 15 to 20 degree of left wing shift. And we have a line that advantages the pin. So at the moment the start is on the pin, but it's still too early because the wind is not declared yet. We do not know when we're going to start. Oh, Orihuela, thank you for joining us. I want to show you that tonight we are doing Women of eSailing. It's a race only for female players that are going to race tonight, and it's an event that was done to improve women in eSailing and promote women to do sailing and eSailing. As you can see, we have a representative from all over the world. We have from the Far East, we have Japan, we have from the US and Canada, we have from Europe, we have from South Africa, we have from all over the world. We have the start of race number 4 today. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely agreeing with you, Orihuela. Thank you for joining our stream tonight. We have race number 4 now, is with the J70. And we just finished. We have Juliet at the moment in the lead with Habibro in second position overall. As I was saying, I'm going to have a look from the top, seeing there is a small advantage over the pin, but probably the both are still going to compete for the race committee, as the position is far more important over there. We have Antila, Ankila, Helehorum and Juliet over there on the race committee, but they're all too early. Maybe Helehorum is great for a start over there. All clear penalty for Sozi just came out from NF Sailor and Galina Lenova fighting in the back. Let's go for checking from the top. As you can see, the wind is not declared yet. So we have a right wing shift over there and a left wing shift over there. We need to find which one is really more important. Yeah. Yeah, she is amazing in laser. I will recommend everyone that is following this stream to check Sarah Douglas' Facebook. She was sailing with whales. And I mean, you can say she's a great laser sailor. You can say everything about her technique. I think above everything else, above all the results, she is an amazing person, and I had the opportunity to speak with her. Really, I recommend to follow her Facebook to know her more. In the meanwhile, Helehorum in the lead, and with a right wing shift coming on, though, means that Antila, Aquila and Juliet will be trying to give her more issues, as the boat, if the wind is over 15 knots, is always going between 5.8 and 6 knots. So wind speed is definitely not that important. especially with this kind of wind speed. So Antilla Aquila, I believe she's going to be in the lead after the attack. In the meanwhile, we have a group over there with Ibti, Trap Barbie, and Suzy that will gain a lot, but will be definitely a little bit too late. And as you can see, Helehorum attacking over Juliet, forcing Juliet to attack again. We have Habibro coming back, but she is going to go in a really bad wind direction. Attack of Juliet over Suzy. Let's see what Helehorum is going to do. Is doing a Liba over there, or is going to pass behind. Liba really close. No, I missed that. Sorry, was tap on the wrong player. It was another attack over there. Suzy is going over there. So we have Juliet in third position. Let's see what's happened now between Juliet and Helehorum. Helehorum going for the cross. She can make it. Amazing job for Helehorum. Juliet also tried to laugh up a little bit. But at the moment, Helehorum has the right of way. Juliet came in on port, so she doesn't have any of the right of way. Habibro is doing like attack over there. She should have like laugh up just a little bit. And this one will give Suzy the fourth position over Galina Lenova. So we have Antilla Aquila in the lead, the second position for Helehorum, third position for Juliet. And then we have Suzy in fourth, Galina Lenova in fifth. We have Habibro, Barbie, and Ibti over there running the mark at the same time. Kanako, Christina, Yuzu, NF Amster, and Vuyi over there. So here Helehorum going without too many problems, while Suzy go for Juliet, and Juliet go for a double drive, but I believe she's being covered already. She's really close, to be fair. And also Habibro here is going to pass behind. This will be really difficult for everyone, because if Suzy put herself over there, she's going to be covered by Barbie. And she should jibe too. So in the meanwhile, Antilla Aquila is in the lead. Second position for Helehorum, that are going to catch up. Third position for Juliet. Fourth position for Suzy. But the left mark is much higher, that's why everyone is trying to round this one, even if there is a wind shift on the right. We have Barbie in fifth position. We have Christine in sixth. Ibti, we have a Habibro in penalty, trying to go on the right hand side. It's really difficult to understand. As you can see, there is a lot of boat trying to cross, trying to find their own space where you are not be covered too much. And I believe the main goal, we have actually two groups. The first group is Antilla Aquila, Helehorum, Juliet, and Suzy that are going for the lead of the race. Then we have Barbie that is in the middle over here, and she is the leader of the second group. The most important thing is to understand if group number one can be caught by group number two, and if that's so, if Suzy can still made it in the lead of group number two. This will be really difficult. As you can see, Ibti at the moment is on the far left. She is getting closer to Trump Barbie. So this one will be really difficult, as you have a massive wind shift just over there, and I believe Suzy has been caught by Barbie, while Antilla Aquila over there is fighting with Helehorum, and Juliet lost also a little bit over there. So it'll be really interesting to see what's going to happen. So we have Until Aquila. I believe she's pretty good. Second position for Helaurum, that is really close with a Juliet. Then we have Barbie going for the 4th position. Then we have Susie going... Whoa! Big problem for Susie, and she didn't make it for the mark, but she penalized NF Hamster. Then she's bearing away and pass in front of... she doesn't want to give Habibro the opportunity to pass over. And we have Ibti and Christina over there. Let's see, there is a massive battle over here. While Until Aquila, I believe she is in the lead of 13.6 knots. Second position for Helaurum, fighting with Juliet. So this one will be a nice battle, and we're going to follow this one. So jibe for Helaurum, jibe for Juliet. Helaurum is speeding up 13.5, but Juliet is still faster, 13.6. Juliet prepare her attack, so she put herself downwind so she can jibe and cover her. She wants to keep the right hand side of the racing area and cover Helaurum, so at the end she can give her a penalty. Helaurum is doing a majestic job over here and trying to go as further on the right hand side as she could. She could laugh up here, and penalty for Helaurum, so Juliet gets the second. While Barbie will see if she can get the 3rd or keeping the 4th. There'll be a massive neck and neck over here, and we'll say Barbie and Helaurum, so Helaurum 4th, my opinion though. Then we have Susie arriving with Christina and Ibti, another really tough one. Susie, Christina, Ibti, yes. Then we have NF, Habibro, Kanako, Galina, Leonova, Yuzu, and Vui. I'm going to read the chat. I like her much because it's very consistent at the top of the fleet and sometimes score a really good place. Like me, that's why I like her style. Well, nice to see you again, Alberto. See you another day. Thank you, Rihuela. Guys, in the meanwhile, we're waiting for the next results. We are going for another interview. We have seen Susie, we have seen Habibro, we have seen NSR, we have seen Sarah Douglas. We're going with Kanako. Name.
I'm Kanako Miki.
Nickname.
Kanako.
Nationality.
It's Japan.
When did you first start eSailing?
It's about 1 year ago.
What is your favorite class of boat and why?
My favorite boat is Nacra 17 because I like foiling sound, and even if it's not best VMG, it is not too late.
Which class of boat you dislike and why?
It's F50 because it's very difficult around the mark.
What would you like to change about the event?
I'm already satisfied.
What kind of event would you like us to create?
I would like to have an event for users who is not beginners, hesitate to fight advanced people.
What do you do to get ready for a regatta?
I check the rules and practice many green races.
Which e-sailor do you admire the most?
KGR. He's the Japanese smartest sailor I know.
Which e-sailor do you fear the most?
I fear all players who are not fair, because I'd like to play fair race, but there is someone who is not fair in the race, and I can't perform well if they in the same race.
Which female e-sailor do you admire the most?
Seamanship is a Japanese female player and joined Nations Cup 2020.
What are your strengths?
I think I have overhead view of the game.
What do you want to improve about your e-sailing?
There are many things that need to be improved, but especially start and avoiding collision.
Thank you so much. Have a good wind. So we are back with the results. As you can see, Juliet is increasing her lead. She is with a 10 point, second position for Aquila Antila with 20. Soze with 21, Christina with 21, Habiba 22, Hellerom 26, NF Sailor 27, Barbie 27, News 27, Kanako 28, Ibti 36, Sarah Douglas 50, 51 for Galianova, Vuye with 54. So right now we have Nacra 17. As you can see, this is a boat that is also part of the Olympic Games. Is a mixed crew, so is a male and a female, racing in this catamaran, foiling catamaran. And we were really proud to have Italy to won the gold medal for Nacra 17 in Tokyo 2020. We are waiting for the race to come in, and and I want to show you that we have, as you can see, we had plenty of interview. I'm really sorry I do not have the opportunity to show all of them tonight, but definitely if you're following my YouTube channel, and I will, you will have the possibility to check all the interview piece by piece for this event that we have done. I will post one each day for the next days, so you have the opportunity to watch them and not all over together. Let's go and see what the Nacra will be. So Nacra 17, falling start and a reaching start. So as the F50, so the wind is coming parallel to the starting line, not perpendicular as before. Sorry, I'm losing my voice at the moment. We have only 14 players so far, and we have over there. We have here a Habibro with the red and black. We have a Sozi with the pink boat. We have two yellow. One is Antilla Aquila, but she has like a seagull on the sail, but it's really not looking good because it's white or yellow. And we have Barbie without any logo. We have a Kanako with a Japanese flag. We have an American with a green boat. We have a Hellehorum, I hope with a panda too. It was very cute before. Yes, we have with a panda. And we have the start. That's impressive. I'm really looking forward for this start. 14 skippers. This one, as you can see, is similar to F50. The difference is massive because this boat accelerates much faster and reach top speed in 5 seconds rather than 20. So this is more manageable. It's much faster. It's really nice for this one. And as you can see, we are going to check from the top. And the line is pretty tilted, but we have a left wind shift coming right up. So without being inside the race is kind of difficult. Probably we're going to check from one of the player. We do not have the data. And just to let you know, top speed is at 95 degrees on the wind. So probably both are going, I'm not 100% sure, but they're going to start around the middle. So the people starting between the around the T and A at the right timing will be the best. 8 seconds to the start. That's why we're seeing from here. I see Hellehorum really nice and fast, but we have Habibra at the moment in the lead. 180 degrees. She has the kites up. She has a lot of trouble with the kite up. She had a great start, but she's suffering at the moment. But she'll be the only one who doesn't have to hoist the kite. Penalty for Vuyi at the moment. We have Barbie in the lead, the second position for Juliet, third position for Yuzu over here. And then we have Hellehorum and Sozi. There's a massive left wing shift, so penalty for Barbie from Juliet. We have Habibro also coming behind. The left mark was much higher, that's why when everyone went there, Habibro chose the right hand side to avoid any problem. We have Yuzu over there this is a big battle between Juliet, Habibro and Yuzu with Barbie that she is going to be trouble. She is going to be trouble. Habibro at the moment, she's keeping the position over Barbie. Whoa, nice stack of Habibro and Yuzu over here. Was a massive one. Nice job for Habibro to avoid the penalty. And we have a crossing for Habibro. Remember, wind is not important on upwind with this boat. And she disrupted a lot of the race over there. And we have Yuzu in control. Habibro needed to tack to avoid, but she has Sozi just behind. And she went away again. Let's see it from the top. Meanwhile, Juliet is in the lead. I do not understand why they choose this mark. Why they're going to choose this mark? That one is much more windier. Let's see how Sozi will be performing. 18, 19, 20, 21 knots. 21 for Yuzu to 19 for Juliet. This one was the right side. Sozi, Habibro, Yuzu, and NF Sailor are going here really fast. We have Sozi here. We have Habibro here. And as you can see, all of them catch up over Juliet. Let's see the jibe over here. She didn't went for the attack, but Sozi did, and she got the inside, she got the second position. No, Sozi did not a great running of the mark, but she is free to sail. Let's go to see what's going to happen for Juliet. Is a right wing shift coming right up, so Juliet went to the wrong side. Yuzu and Habibro are in the top position, and Sozi is going to fight with Hennemhafster and Adrian. I will going to show you from the top. They are all really close. Yuzu at the moment. Sandra is in the lead. Well done from Sandra from Switzerland. She is going to have 50 meters of advantage over Habibro. If she wants, she can laugh up, but she wants to tack over the right mark, so she doesn't have to. And Sozi will give trouble to Juliet. So this will be an interesting one. And we will see. Yuzu went really long. Let's see what Habibro will do. Yeah, tacking, double tack for Sozi. No. Ooh, NF Sailor come in and hit both Juliet and Sozi while Habibro is running away. Well done for NF Sailor. Let's see if over here, NF Sailor. So, Yuzu going to win. Well done for Sandra. Second position for Habibro. Lucia from Italy, and third position for NF Sailor. Then we have Juliet, Sozi, Antil'Aquila, Ibti, Barbie, Kanako, Helehorum, Galina Lenova, Christina, and Vui. That is right now. Going to check the results. So as you can see, it was a nice and tight arrival between Sozi and Antil'Aquila. It was a tight one between Ibti and Kanako. And then all the other were really smooth. Guys, wait for next interview, and then we are going for the next few races. Name.
I'm Sandra Scher from Switzerland, and my boat name is Yuzu.
When did you first start eSailing?
I started with eSailing almost 2 years ago during the lockdown of the COVID pandemic.
What's your favorite class of boat in eSailing and why?
My favorite class, 49er, because it's fast and furious and has a Nacra.
Which kind of class or boat you dislike in eSailing and why?
Yeah, maybe offshore racer. It's a little bit boring because very slow.
Do you have any pre-regatta ritual?
Yeah, I check my connection because I don't like to get disconnected during the race. A good glass of wine, and then I'm ready.
That's the answer we're looking for.
But it's a secret, so.
Which e-sailor do you admire the most?
Of course, I know the best. I know the Swiss e-sailors. Admire Confluencia or Legan because he's one of the best Swiss e-sailors. And also Quervandi.
Which female e-sailor do you admire the most and why?
Yeah, one is Melanie Maradan, the best Swiss e-sailor, female e-sailor. Also Helle Orum, because she is such a good real sailor.
What are your points of strength in e-sailing for tonight?
I'm willing to learn, and I seldom give up.
Where do you think you can improve?
Maybe to keep a clear head, and maybe I should start better and less penalties, all the stuff. The most important thing is to have a lot of fun.
Okay, now we go for the results. While we're waiting for the race, the last race before the medal to populate, we have Juliet in the lead with 14 points, Habibro in second with 24, Aquilantino 26, Sozi 26, Yuzu 28, and Sailor 30, Christina 33, Barbie 34, Helehorum 36, Kanako 37, Ibti 44, 62 for Galina, 65 and 67, 65 for Sarah and 67 for Gui. Going to check the race. So F50, wow, perfect timing, guys, perfect timing. As you can see, we have the race starting really soon. 1 minute. Let's go to check the race here. As you can see, a great start will be in the middle, I believe around where the written is, without being covered at the right time at top speed. Top speed means you're starting from as behind as possible, like in this occasion, and then when the time is right, you go and go fast. You do not ease the sail. You can also arrive a little bit later if everybody's early, but you do not have to mess up here. The start is really the most important things. And to be fair, I can see here Antila Aquila she's in a great position. She is free. Yuzu is already fighting over there. We have Habibro also fighting for 3. They're all too early. One great start for Habibro at the moment in the lead with the Sozi and the Yuzu over there. Let's see what they're going to happen. Penalty for Habibro. Why penalty for Habibro? Okay, fair enough. We have Juliet and Yuzu in first and second. And Juliet has the right of way. Yuzu tried to sneak in over there. And the penalty for Juliet. That one, yes, because Yuzu was inside. So, right call for the judge over here. And a sailor over there. To be fair, I see her going really fast with the Yuzu. Sozi that went all the way to the right. Great choice for the Italian on the right. So let's check it from the top. That will be more clear. We have Yuzu and Barbie over there. And a sailor that is crossing, so passing behind. So Yuzu in the lead, second Barbie, third will be Anna Sailor, but she's going to catch up really fast. Then we have this group that is going to improve really fast with Christina, Galina, Lenova, Antila, and Kila, with Sozi leading them, because there's a massive right wing shift coming right up. And so all the boats on the left are going to lose a lot. So we have over here Yuzu, Barbie, and NF Sailor over there in a few meters, with Juliet try to come in over here. But Sozi is the guardian of that part of the group. Christina was blocked by Juliet. So I believe this one will be the discard for Juliet. So we have Yuzu in the lead, NF Sailor in second position. Sozi get the second position. 2 penalties, 1 for Barbie, 1 for Helehorum, 1 of NF Sailor, and Sozi get the second position. And well done to Sozi. Then we're going to see it from Yuzu's point of view, that she is in the lead of the rest of the fleet, and well done for the Swiss from the athlete from Switzerland. Too many jabs for her, probably one too many. She's going to round the right mark. That's going to check it from the top. We have Sozi in second position, going on the right hand side. Antil and Kila going on the left. Barbie on the right. Juliet going on the left. There is a left wing shift coming over there. I believe Yuzu is already in that. No, it's still on the right hand side and right wing shift. So Sozi is catching up a little bit over there. But she's choosing the right. She's choosing the right with Juliet and Antila Ankila. Tough choice here. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is the really difficult point of this race. We have Yuzu in the lead, Sozi in second position, and the third should be Juliet. But as you can see, between Juliet and Sozi, there are other 3 boats. So it will be really, really difficult over there. We have Antila and Kila says in the third position, catch up by Barbie. But with the right wing shift coming right up, Juliet get the third. Wow, impressive work for the Ukrainian athlete. And Sozi is getting to get the second position. Yuzu is keeping in the lead. Third position for Juliet. Fourth position for Ipti, but depends on the penalties here. She do not have the right of way, but she can make it before Barbie without any penalty. Then we have Barbie, Habibro penalizing Helehorum, Antilankila. We have NF Sailor, Kanako, Christina, and Galina Lenova. Meanwhile, Yuzu finishing in the lead. Well done for Sandra. Second position for Sozi, Rosalba from Italy. Then we have Juliet from Ukraine. Then we have Ibti from Oman. Trop Barbie from France. Antila Ankila from Poland. Habibro from Italy. Helehorum, Denmark. Kanako, Japan. NS Sailor, but is tight neck and neck with Christina, but NS Sailor from Russia/USA. Christina from Germany. And Galina Lenova. So at the moment we have the results. As you can see, there were a couple of neck and neck. I want to see the difference between those two is 0.1 seconds. Impressive. And I want to show you the last interview that we have. I want to apologize for all the others that will not be seen tonight, but I will definitely allow you to see them on my YouTube channel. So enjoy the last interview. That will be Ibti. Name.
Ibtisam.
Boat name.
Ibti.
Nationality.
Omani.
When did you first start e-sailing?
On the pandemic time, 2 years ago, the lockdown.
What is your favorite class of boat?
J70, I think it's fair, and also 49er.
Which class of boat you dislike and why?
F50, I don't like it. The course, it's crazy and it's just a long one.
What would you like to change about the event?
The timing, it's always midnight for us.
What kind of an event would you like us to create?
More of 49er and J70.
What do you do to get ready for a regatta?
Try to be calm.
Which e-sailor do you admire the most?
Woo! Lots of them. No names, I think everyone.
And which e-sailor do you fear the most?
Again, no names. I respect everyone.
What about female e-sailor?
I think everyone is sailing from women. They're champions.
What are your strengths?
I think most of the time I will have a good start, but then losing it upwind. That's a game.
What do you want to improve about your e-sailing?
Yeah, my angle without using any help from eSailing.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So you have the opportunity to see my interview with Ipti, and now it's time to know the results over here. I have to remind you that only top 10 are going to the medal race, as from the notice of race. So we have the opportunity to have Juliet, Yuzu, Sozi, Anche Antila, Habibro, Barbie, NF Sailor, Christina, Heleorum, and Kanako. We are really sorry to do not see also Ipti, but for only 1 point she did miss the top 10. Then we have outside, but from many points. We have some issue with them, Galina, Sarah, and Wu Yi. Let's go to check if the race is ready. Whoa, they're really starting.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
No, sorry, my mistake. There was an issue with the race officer. I didn't mean to alarm you. I hope you enjoyed though my interview, and I hope you like to have a look with me to the last event of the night. That will be the medal race. As you can understand, the medal race will be with the J70. Will be double points, and we will have I'm going to check just to make sure, 100% sure, that only top 10 are going to the medal race. Yeah, this medal race is open only for top 10 players, and so only for Kanako, Helehorum, Christina, NF Sailor, Barbie, Habibro, Aquilantila, Sozi, Yuzu, and Juliet. I'm so sorry to let you wait a little bit, but we are trying to open the race and getting ready for, yes, it's open. We're going to join the race and see the people coming in. So the race is open. Skill at boat handling of the women is very strong. Absolutely agree with you, Tom. This race has become more and more challenging for everyone. You can see a massive improvement between the sailors, and we have the opportunity to see them training all the races, improve in each step of it. It was really a pleasure to see these kind of races, to be fair. At the beginning there were a lot of difficulties, but it was nice to see them. We have a lot of players coming in. We have Juliet, we have Habibro, we have Sozi. Just a quick reminder, we're going to check the results right now. So just remember, Juliet 13 points Yuzu in a second position with 17, Sozi with 19 points, Until Aquila 22, Habiro 22, Barbie 28, and Estero 29, Christina 32, Helehorum and 34, Kanako 36. So remember, medal race is double points. Double points, what does it mean? It means that if Juliet do not arrive, she is getting 22 points because it's 10 plus 1, 11 times 2. And but if she arrives first, she gets 2 points. So considering that everybody is arriving, if Juliet gets the 10th position, she's going 33 points. So Christina, Helehorum, Kanako are already out from winning the event. When I'm saying that, means also there is a few sailors that will have really hard time to win this event, are NF Sailor and Barbie. But for Juliet, Yuzu, Sozi, Aquilantila, and Habibro, everything is open. So I'm really looking forward to see the start of this race. It's great to see this project doing very well. Thank you for your help with the streaming of this. Thank you, Toma. Pleasure is mine to have the opportunity to be part of this event. Remember, this event is Women of eSailing. Is an event done to promote eSailing for women, and not only eSailing but also sailing. We are doing this kind of event like steering the course, so events to promote sailing for women, and hopefully we'll have more and more over there. There are also other projects. For example, SailGP is doing a project to include more women in sailing, and there are many projects to do this, and I'm really glad I'm being part of it. I believe we have some time to discuss, so if anyone wants send a message in the chat, I'm really looking forward to discuss with you. The results are really important for this race. You mean Juliet has a big advantage, but with double point everything can change. I want to check just one thing. Let's go back to results. Meanwhile, we are starting the race. So at the moment, we have Juliet in the lead, but she doesn't have first. So in case of Yuzu tying up with Juliet, that means, for example, Yuzu winning the race and Juliet arriving third, Yuzu is going to win because she has the first. Difficult to say with Sozi. No, same to Sozi. Will be also she has the first, so she has a win in race 2. As you can understand, Aquilantila and Habibro doesn't have the luxury of tying up because they have 22 points that is even, and Juliet is odd, so will be 1 point ahead or behind for that one. So that kind of part is kind of tricky. And I'm going to check the chat. As you can see, is popping up, but I want to show you. As you can read it better. Sorry, wrong button. And as you can see, it says it's great to see this project doing very well. Thank you for your help with streaming these events. Women eSailing can teach the guys many things, especially about sportsmanship. Absolutely agreeing with you. And there are a lot of rules that are not only the normal sailing rules. As you can see at the moment, we have a miscommunication with Wu Yi, as is a only top 10 race, and she's inside. So, oh, thankfully, if she's not in, we have the starter in that is allowing the race to start. We have Habibro, we have NF Sailor, Sozi, Yuzu, Juliet, Christina, Kanako, Tirankila, Helle, Aurum, and Barbie. So, should be fine, should be seconds before the start. Just have the last checks over there, and going to analyze the racing area. So at the moment there is a left wind shift, and is probably to come a right wind shift. So this will be a tricky situation. You want to start in the race committee and then tuck. This will be really, really hard, to be fair. Really, really hard. So we have Habibro with a black and red sail. We have Sozi here. We have Juliet. Probably will have a lot of people going over her, because right now Juliet is in the lead. If anybody want to win, Juliet need to be in the back. So everybody will be against Juliet. Juliet went for a penalty. Seems she won't try to take an advantage from that. Take a better position. But penalty for Juliet from Sozi. And we have 9 seconds to the start. Let's go to check. Juliet is going underneath Habibro. 2, 1. We have Barbie, Habibro, and just them are out from the starting area. We have all the way to the left, we have Juliet with NF Sailor, then we have Antirankila, we have Sozi tacking over Helehorum, while Yuzu is going to get the right wind shift. So this will be really tricky. At the moment, Yuzu is going to the right side, while NF Sailor and Juliet are going to the wrong. But if that left wind shift is coming in, Yuzu will be in a really big trouble. And going back to the top, as you can see, Yuzu is going really good, because as you can see, the racing area is rotating all the way to the right. But also this one given big advantage to Sozi, to be fair. And she should tuck just in front of Helehorum and try to make her going to the right, so she will lose that kind of advantage. At the moment, Juliet is 8th, so I will say is a big tricky moment for her, and she's not going to be in the lead for this race. It will be definitely really difficult, and NF Sailor is over there. Let's see what's happened on the next stack. So we have Yuzu in the lead, Sozi second, third Christina. Yuzu going to Yuzu. And we have Juliet tacking that Kanako go for a Libao, but not a good one. Sozi is going though for a stronger slam dunk on Kanako and Libao over Juliet to slow her down. And let's see who can cross it. And seems Sozi can cross it because of a massive left wing shift. Sorry, I didn't spot that one. And Sozi is in the lead, but be careful of Aquila. That is going really fast to the mark, 6.8 knots. And Sozi is also bearing away to avoid to let her overlap. Over here, as you can see, there is almost no space to overlap. And Sozi did an amazing job. She has the right of way. Let's go to see tacking inside. But NF Sailor get the lead. Then we have Sozi. Then we have Antilankila, Juliet, and Yuzu, and Kanako. At the moment, we have the Kanako try to avoid the penalty from the Ukrainian, while Sozi get a penalty from NF Sailor. And Sozi is slowing down Antiranquila, and now she's going over there. And Kanako went really aggressive over there. Sozi 14 knots, 13.7 for Juliet, so it's a little bit windier over here. While NF is being covered by Juliet. 13 knots for Juliet. Sozi 14.3. Sozi want to pass behind. She is much faster. She's in a really bad position. I'm focusing on Juliet as she is the leader at the moment. Yuzu is already really far behind. Sozi went for an early jibe. Let's see what Christina is going to do. And Sozi go over Yuzu. Penalty for Yuzu. But she didn't lift up. This is only an advantage for Juliet. Sozi doesn't have the right of way over Christina, but Christina hit the mark. And she went to the wrong way. Sozi should tuck right now. And she's tucking over Kanako. Left wing shift is coming, and NF Sailor is going to win this one. Sozi want to keep the second position. Well done for this one, but Juliet is going to get an amazing position right now. Even if she is on the right hand side, she's going to get a lot, because she's getting all the left wing shift. And when the right wing shift is coming in, she's going to gain a lot from that. Meanwhile, Christina is going really fast, and Antira Aquila also is in a really good position. It's really difficult, so we check from the top who is going to be in the lead. So obviously NF Sailor will be in the lead. Second position will be pretty tricky, says Christina, but the right wing shift is coming. And in seconds, you'll see the racing area rotating to the right, as you can see. You can see the line moving from the right to the left. It's a right wing shift coming right up. And this is a massive advantage for Juliet. That's keeping the second position. Let's see what Sozi is going to do. Sozi is over here, is going to cross further away to avoid any problem, and staying over Kanako. Let's see if Christina and Sozi try to fight the same enemy, that is Juliet, and try to put her behind to avoid to have any kind of problem. Oh, double tack over there. Let's see, Sozi has the inside and went for the penalty. Amazing job for the Italian. This is a big problem for the Ukrainian team, and she's lost a couple of positions. Sozi is over there, but Hughes is far behind, and we have to see what Kanako is going to do. In the meanwhile, Christina is going for the fight. Ooh, there will be a fight between Juliet and Christina. Let's focus on this one. This one will be a tough one. Meanwhile, Kanako is just behind over there, ready to jibe to cover all of the opponents. But Kanako do not go for Juliet. That's really strange, guys. Really strange. And Sozi at the moment is in second position, covered by Juliet. Do not understand why it's not showing up the graphic over Juliet. And right now Kanako is blocking Juliet while Sozi can go much faster. Let's see if she can keep over Christina. And Juliet 12.9, 14.5 for Sozi, so they're going 1.5 knot faster. And 15 knots for Christina, 14.5 for Sozi. This will be problems, there will be trouble. And nobody's going to that path. Kanako just found out, and she is coming, and she's blocking Sozi. So this means second position for Christina, third position for Sozi, fourth position for Juliet, I believe. Yeah, because Kanako just blocked Sozi. And the 5th position for Kanako, 6th position for Hele Horum. Bad race for Habibro that started later, but she finished in front of Barbie, Until Aquila, and Yuzu in the last position. This one was really difficult to understand, and there is some problem about the results are pretty ready, will be pretty soon. Let's go to check again. Okay, let's go to check the results. They should be really soon, but I want to tell you there was a penalty during the start, and there is a protest for Juliet for not a great for getting that position over. At the moment, we have the results. We have the winner, Juliet, 2nd position for Sozi, 3rd position for Anna Sailor, and congratulations to the 3 of them. Then we have 4th position for Habibro, tied up with Christina, but Habibro has a win, so, and the medal race in this case is not a tiebreaker. A really bad thing for Yuzu, and with a 10th. Then we have Until Aquila with a 9th, so 40 points. 8th position for Trap Barbie, 9th position for Helhorum, 10th position for Kanako. Yeah, do you remember we saw the penalty? I'm going back to my face. She get a penalty. Wow, really bad color for me today. Okay, much better. She penalized herself to find a better position. So right now the judges are trying to find a solution about that. If she will be disqualified for the medal race for getting that position, because it was against the rules. And if that will be the case, Juliet will gain 14 points, so she's going 35 points. 30-point point will be still 1 point ahead of Habibro. So she will still make it, but the win will go to Sozi, and the 2nd position for Anna Sailor. We are going to have a look what's going to happen in this race. Okay, we are waiting for the protest with Juliet, and we are waiting for the race committee to get the results. As you can see only my face, but at the moment I'm going to translate things for understand better. Okay, they're trying to speak with her. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to try to understand if in the audio will be a good thing to hear from the audio of the regatta.
So
Okay.
please, translate that.
Allora, Rosalba, lui ha scritto più di una volta se poteva introdursi tramite video e tramite chat vocale.
Okay, there is still discussing the penalty. So, as you can understand, this one will be a tricky situation, so will be difficult to do it live. There will be probably some times. I want to congratulate the top 4, top 5, 6. I want to congratulate by myself with firstly the top 10. So from behind, Kanako, Hele Horum, Trop Barbie, Aquila Antila, Yuzu, Christina, and Habibro. because their position will be fixed like this. As you can see, Juliet can go from +4, that means 8 points, to plus 22, so that means plus 14 points. So she's going from 21 to 35. So depending on the penalty, this one will be changing only the result of top 3. So if we have Juliet, Sozi, or NS Sailor, or Sozi, NS Sailor, and Juliet. As you can understand, this is like the VAR in football or soccer, depending where you come from. But this one will require much more time. In case there will be a special penalty for Juliet, I want to also congratulate to Habibro. That will be a disqualification from the event. I want to also congratulate to Habibro that is really close with Christina and Yuzu to the podium. They've done an amazing job, and I had the opportunity to speak with all the top sailor except Juliet. So I have the opportunity, as you can see, with Sozi, with NS Sailor, Habibro, Christina. You didn't hear the interview because she did not want to have an interview with me online for the nights. I had the interview with Yuzu, over then Kanako, Ibdi, that you already saw, and I'm really sorry, but I have also Galina Lenova that I was not able to do it for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we finish. I want to wrap it up because the time will be really long, and I do not think the results in the end is the most important thing. The most important thing is we had done an event to promote eSailing, and I hope you enjoyed it and you were entertained tonight. I hope you will come to the next event that we will be doing. And if you know me, you know that this is a main event. I'm done in English, normally I'm doing in Italian. So if you want to join me also tomorrow night, but for Italians only, we'll have the ranking of our Italian national ranking. For everybody, thank you for seeing Women of eSailing, and have a lovely night.